What is up? Welcome back to Softcore History. I am your host for the week, Rob Fox, joined, as always, by Dan Regester.
Always a pleasure to host you in my house.
Always good to be here. It's a home away from home.
Got a new piece of set deck
Yeah.
from American Rustic Work.
I thought that was the name, but I didn't want to mess it up and be a dickhead.
American Rustic Works.
Yeah. Plural.
Pretty sweet, though.
He does many works that are rustic, all in America.
Kind of takes us back to our old set with the American flag that you really never see in frame.
It was hardly ever in frame, but you could see the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good set deck. I like it. That's perfect.
It's coming along.
Yeah, that's fucking perfect.
I mean, everything else is a mess, but
right here, this
right
corner,
here, this couch.
This side, incredible. I do hope someone comes in and is like, "What do you shoot here?"
Oh, I think my neighbor peeks in
Yeah.
whenever I'm coming out at the same time as he does. He's probably like, "What? And he's a video guy too.
Yeah, OnlyFans. It was his OF.
Yeah,
I would too.
I have never really spoken to him, but I already know what's happening in his life.
How?
I just pay attention.
Okay. You pick up little things.
He broke up with his girlfriend.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Would you hear a wall punch?
I saw them arguing in the parking lot. Haven't seen her since.
How much are you watching this guy?
It was like a week ago.
You just see him a lot?
Yeah.
All right.
He's my direct neighbor.
And you just don't see the girl anymore.
Yeah, the dog too. They had a dog.
Oh.
Dog's gone.
He had a dog.
Yeah.
Shit.
She had the dog.
Yeah. That's happened to me before. Got a dog for my girlfriend. We break up. Girlfriend keeps the dog.
Haven't had to deal with that.
Yeah.
I've gotten Chase in every divorce.
Well, Chase was yours.
It's my dog, yeah.
I bought the dog as a gift. Her parents were furious.
A gift? You get it from a puppy mill?
No, it was an adopted dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Thing was a piece of shit.
Making sure you got a street dog.
Yeah, that thing was a fucking dickhead too. So I didn't mind that she got it. It's sweet, but not well behaved. Yeah, we got a fun show today on Softcore History. By the way, we have a whole catalog of shows on softcorehistory.com. Or I'm sorry, on patreon.com/softcorehistory. $5 a month gets you all kinds of fun stuff.
I don't even know if we have a website anymore.
I don't care to find out.
No.
At this point.
My mom just told me my LinkedIn has my old danregester.com from 2018.
Sick.
That does not work.
Nice.
So I'm sure any future employer that wants to hire me to produce just goes to a broken URL.
Yeah, where's your reel at?
I don't have a reel, dude. I produce fucking podcasts.
Yeah, go to my fucking YouTube channel. Bitch.
What am I supposed to put together?
The reels are so stupid. All of it's so goddamn stupid.
A highlight reel of podcasting?
Yeah.
Of this medium? It's not very impressive.
It's just like, all right, there it is. Okay, there's that.
Does it sound good?
Well, your problem with a reel is that you make everything consistent so that it doesn't look good in a highlight. Because if it's like a crazy thing where you shoot at a bar, it just looks normal because you did such a good. It's like a director, right? A good director, you don't notice their touch.
I'm a landscaper.
Yeah,
the lawn's manicured.
Right.
You'll only know if there's weeds.
It's two level. People won't understand. It's a problem. You're too excellent all the time.
That's what people come here for.
The production excellence.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Not the history talk.
No, that's why we haven't even gotten into it yet. But no, we have actually.
That actually might be why no one listens to our show.
Well, let's get into it then.
Yeah.
We have huge breaking history news this week.
We've had two major stories this week. I'm excited to see what you went with.
Okay.
And I'm starting to feel like it wasn't the one I told you to do.
It is not. It's the other one.
Cool.
Because it's more history.
Yeah, the other one's a bit more crime corner. I actually sent it to Coop.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, they solved the yogurt shop murders.
Yeah, and I would have been more inclined to do it if I was from Austin, because apparently it just rocked.
It's a huge deal.
Rocked the city.
My friend Shay, she teaches at the school they went to.
That's wild.
There's a huge not monument, but plaque or something for the girls.
Yeah, the yogurt shop murders just stunned the city. Quiet little hippie town that it was back then.
And it was a serial killer.
Turns
out, yeah.
Yeah.
DNA evidence has come out.
Who was doing work in Missouri and Tennessee and
offed himself in Missouri in a shootout with the cops.
But you know what's funny is he kind of failed. He shot himself in the head, but he died 6 days later.
Oh, yeah.
So good. I'm glad.
Suffered a little bit, thank
Yeah.
God.
Thank God.
But I mean, if you read into his wiki and everything, it's wild.
Bananas.
So check that out in your own time, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, we might do it still. I just, this one was more history focused, like
Yeah,
capital H history.
We're not a crime show.
And also that, yeah. I mean, we'll do like Jack the Ripper.
Well, he's a historic figure.
Right. Or we've done a lot of serial killers.
I don't even know this dude's name. Didn't stick in my head.
No, it was Robert something. That's all I remember.
Rob from Missouri, huh?
Yeah. Huh.
Interesting.
Wow, Rob, what were you doing in 1994? If I pulled that off in like 94 or whenever it happened, you need to just give me a medal.
91.
91? Then you need to, I shouldn't go to jail. I should get a medal for that.
I don't even know if I was alive at the point. I was born in May. I forget what month the yogurt shop murders were in. I imagine the summer, so maybe I was an infant.
Yeah. Brand new. Your parents are like, what kind of world are we bringing a boy into?
Mm-hmm. They didn't hear about it at all.
No.
Not in Delco.
It was not a national news story. Horrible local news story, though. But no, today, we're talking about humongous history news coming out of the White House. I mean, just stuff that is going to alter the course of everything.
The Ryder Cup?
Trump has finally decided to release the files.
He wore golf shoes this weekend to the course, like he was going to play.
Full kit wanker.
Not a full kit wanker, but it is
Was
a
he wearing
move.
a golf polo and golf pants as well?
I don't think he was wearing a polo. I forget. Maybe it was like a pullover. I actually never pay attention to what Trump wears. It's usually a
Was he
suit.
dressed to golf?
No, just golf shoes.
Okay. Oh, so he just wanted some grip.
Yeah. He's getting steps in.
Yeah, but you can't wear like dress shoes on the course. You're gonna eat shit.
No, but you wear sneakers.
I don't think he doesn't want to wear sneakers. It's not presidential.
Does Trump own a pair of sneakers?
I can't imagine.
Like a New Balance? What does he go with?
I mean, if anything, dad noobs, I would imagine.
Maybe Jordans?
Like
if he rocked a pair of Jordans, Michael was there too.
I'll tell you what. You have Jordans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you spent a whole day walking around in Jordans?
They're not comfortable.
Nope.
I can't believe he played basketball in those.
No. I wore
Especially the Jordan ones.
I wore Jordans to the Cotton Bowl 2 years ago, and my feet felt like they had been just beaten with baseball bats by the end of the day. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, and he played games in those.
Yeah, that was fucking insane.
He probably would have been much better if he had a more comfortable sneaker. Same with Tiger. Tiger had to use the terrible Nike gear. Give him like 10 more majors if he had Titleist.
I mean, how many rings did Jordan win with the Jordan 1s?
0.
0, I think. Don't fact check me on that.
I imagine, because it was years into his career that he won a championship.
Yeah.
They had moved on to Jordan
Probably 3 or 4. Yeah, at that point. 100%. So
they're just so stylish, you know?
They look great, especially with the pair of khakis. Man, they look good.
You fucking Jim Harbaugh?
Yep. Look at me. Yeah, of course. So Trump is releasing the files. The files about a person whose last name starts with E.
I know who it is.
We are finally going to learn the truth about Amelia Earhart. He's releasing everything the government knows about the disappearance of Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, she crashed, ended up on a remote island, and then she got eaten by crabs.
We don't know. And here's the thing.
Not just any crabs, the crab people.
Crab people, they came out of the caves. And here's the thing. They don't know either.
No one knows.
These files have nothing in them that will reveal what happened to Amelia Earhart. It has been thoroughly looked into.
She was shot down by Israel before Israel existed.
Yeah. 10 a hot 10 years before Israel came to be.
She was going to prevent it.
Somehow.
They don't know how.
They don't know how, but somehow. So finally, our nation will have answers about how the woman who tried to fly a tiny propeller plane around the world died.
A woman driving.
Yeah, let's just get those out of the way.
Yeah.
That would kill it in Austin stand-up set.
Dude.
Gabby does 5 minutes on her pussy. We come out. Dude, you know why Amelia Earhart crashed? Woman that just fly.
Sounds like you're picking Mark Maron's side. We've already distanced ourselves from Austin comics. But we also want to distance ourselves from Mark Maron.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
I've been on this show. I've said on the show several times that I thought another person who does this. I thought that Anthony Jeselnik is a pompous douchebag. The way he talks about.
Yeah. Anybody that talks about stand-up, comedians talking comedy on podcasts, riveting stuff, guys.
Oh, amazing.
It's the best.
We're finally going to learn how this lady died. Maybe next we can get the Roy Halladay files. Find out how he died.
How dare you? How dare you?
Had to do it. We're about
do a Corey Lytle joke. Come on.
It doesn't hit with you.
He was a Philly.
Yeah, I don't think you like him the same that you like Roy Halladay.
Nah, I really have no connection to Corey Lytle.
Yeah,
but he did. It was like pretty close to 9/11. He crashed a plane in New York.
People are like, "Oh my god,
another terrorist attack!" No, it was a Yankees pitcher.
Yeah, just an idiot with a bad hobby.
There is a golfer now that does fly planes to tournaments. Matt McNeely.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
That's concerning.
Yeah, he's gonna die. No, he's gonna die.
It was a huge thing with Ben Roethlisberger riding a motorcycle. But if you're a pro athlete, at least he's an independent contractor, right? If you're on a team sport and you fly planes, I'm getting out of that contract.
Allow it. Here's every contract is you drive a Volvo.
You have a driver.
Honestly. Good Lord.
Toyota.
Driving
most reliable car in America.
Anytime, what was the wide receiver? Who's the dude who barbecued that lady and her dog?
Oh, the kid from Bama.
Yeah,
I forget.
Played for the Vegas Raiders for 0 seconds. Yeah, no, you just have a whole day in rookie training. That's for before the league starts, where you're just like, Uber, how to use it. Here's how much money you make.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how much Uber costs.
I think it's the thrill of drinking and driving. At least for John Jones.
And, there's so many. Leonard Little. Wait, you guys had a guy. Dante Stallworth?
Stallworth wasn't on the team yet. I think he was on the Patriots when he did that.
Okay.
Or it was post-career. But yeah, there's a lot of athletes / coaches that have killed pedestrians in cars.
Mm-hmm. Boeheim. We talk about Boeheim.
I think he hit an immigrant. Yeah. Or that was Dante Stallworth. I forget.
Boeheim definitely hit a Latino. I do not know their citizenship status or how they came to the country.
No, but somebody hit a illegal immigrant running across a 6-lane highway. It wasn't really their fault.
That was Boeheim.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was running across an interstate at night.
Not on Boeheim.
No, it's not on Boeheim at all.
But he does have to live with that the rest of his life.
Well, thankfully he did it near the end. So I guess not a lot of time to be guilty.
Dude, he's still thriving, I guess.
I'm sure he's
in retirement.
Yeah.
Got to coach his son, Buddy.
Yeah.
Where do you think Buddy's at?
I assumed he was at Syracuse.
Yes, I'm saying where do you think he is now? Where's Buddy Boeheim?
No, I know. I thought he was still at Syracuse, but maybe he's not.
No, Buddy is in Europe. Maybe he did the Marshall Henderson. He's playing basketball in Iraq.
Oh, I just thought he was coaching at this point already.
You got to get a couple contracts over in Europe.
No, he's in the G League.
There you go.
With the
I would hate that. I would rather go to Turkey.
Yeah, with the Thunder.
Give up on your dreams, bro.
He's never getting called up for that team.
Be a globetrotter.
Yeah. So, even though there's no good answer to how Amelia Earhart died, we will run over the options because there are some interesting theories about how she died. And this is where maybe the Trump files get interesting, her involvement with the government.
She was intelligence?
That's a theory.
Henry Ruggs was the Raiders receiver, by the way.
Thank you. We just talked about a month or two ago about...
I know everybody at home was losing their minds.
Yeah.
Honking their horn in traffic. And we caused somebody else to die because they were so angry at us not knowing who Henry Ruggs was.
Yeah, they hit a lady and her dog.
No, I'm saying they hit their horn. It caused them to unintentionally beep at somebody in traffic. They get pissed. They come out with a bat and hit him with that. They hit him over the head with a bat.
Oh, they got road raged because of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry it took that long. But they're dead.
They're dead now.
So it's not a problem.
We've lost a listener. Hopefully not a Patreon member.
I do enjoy when someone's like, that made me laugh so hard while I was driving that I almost crashed, because that's what I go for.
Oh, people sometimes listen to us while they lift. That's insane.
Don't.
Especially if you're benching.
We're too funny.
We're hilarious. We're going to make you Stephon Johnson. We'll go full sports reference here.
Okay.
Remember Stephon Johnson from USC dropped the bar on his neck?
I don't remember that. That's insane.
Like 315 pounds, just didn't die though. He's fine. I think he's fine.
Strong neck.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work that neck when you're taking headshots like that. You got to have a strong neck.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, by the way, they did have intelligence like that. If you remember from the Kennedy episode, the eldest Kennedy, Joe Jr.
Yeah, that wasn't us though. It was Brazil.
He was banging a spy though. Yeah, but we were doing that too.
Spy on spy.
Yeah, absolutely. We were spying. So there are interesting details about Earhart's stuff.
I'm just trying to think. She's the 20s, right?
30s.
20s and 30s.
She crashed in 37.
Okay. FBI pops off with Dillinger, which is around the same time.
It's about a decade earlier.
I don't know when the CIA starts.
That's after World War II, but we have the OSS. And the FBI would be probably doing sort of intelligence like that too, tracking. The FBI certainly was at the time in the United States, like tracking Nazis and communists and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They were all over all of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're kind of our internal intelligence agency, but we definitely had overseas spies as well at that time.
Yeah, I understand. Spies have been around since time.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm just saying the intelligence agencies as we know them, I guess, like were in the beginning stages of their infancy or weren't around at all.
Yeah, so the CIA wasn't around. I think its predecessor, the OSS, I think it's called the OSS, was around.
Okay.
So not as organized, though, as the CIA, obviously. So a little bit about Earhart's final flight, which is what makes these file releases even funnier. It was a fucking clown show.
How was it a clown show?
They didn't know how half of their equipment worked.
We just figured out how to fly not that long ago.
I mean, we're going on 30 years at that point, and people had already circumnavigated the globe via plane, just not a woman. She would have been the first woman to do it. Other people had done it, though. Other guys had done it, though.
Charles Lindbergh.
Did he do the world? I know he did the Atlantic. He was the first transatlantic flight.
Yeah,
nonstop.
But I imagine he probably upped the ante.
I would have to look into it.
Or it was probably some random French dude.
It was probably somebody we've never heard of.
But it's ours.
It's ours. We own
First in flight, dude.
Yeah.
Even though that might not be true. It's true in our eyes.
Earhart had an attempt before this. Didn't work. Had to scrap it. So they get going across the Pacific. And they had just had a new communication system installed on the plane, like a state-of-the-art communication system that neither her nor her co-pilot, Fred Noonan, knew how to use, really.
Dude, Fred gets no love.
Right?
First I've ever heard of him.
Yeah, she was not alone on that plane.
How could you be?
She had a guy with her. They are flying over the Pacific Ocean.
Makes you think.
That's how they start.
Were they lovers?
She was married, but you got to think.
Maybe they got into a bit of an argument.
She was like, I'll crash this plane right now.
Women being dramatic.
Bitches being bitches. They had no idea. They had no idea how to communicate on it. They barely knew how to use it, right? And they were also, part of the thing too with this, when they're flying in the Pacific, they're getting directions from the U.S. Navy. Huge waste of taxpayer money, by the way. So this is probably where some of the files come in terms of what we know, even though we already know this shit. They were being guided by like Coast Guard ships, Navy ships, stuff like that. But her plane, a Lockheed Electra, equipped with the advanced radio gear, she didn't know how to contact the U.S. Coast Guard ship Itasca, which had an older radio on it with the gear. So she could communicate to them, but she did not know how to tune her radio to get them back.
Just pop off a couple shots.
So they were also, another thing they were going to do, because they were near the island she was supposed to arrive on to
You're going the speed of smell, you just fire a flare.
They were going to smokestack it because the ship was old. They're going to just like burn smoke to be like, island's over here. Here's the island. but it was a cloudy day, apparently.
Mm.
So the radio doesn't fucking work. They can't navigate in anything less than perfect weather, apparently. They had... and by the way...
Cloud/fog. How many lives have they taken?
Clouds?
And fog.
Yeah, probably a lot.
Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Just got to fly through it.
Got to get there. That's kind of her mentality as well. So the Coast Guard ship could hear Earhart's voice transmissions, which were growing stronger as she approached them because they were sitting near the island she was supposed to land and refuel at. But she was mismatching the frequencies because she didn't know how to use the equipment and couldn't hear what they were telling her in terms of direction and shit like that. They could hear her, and the Coast Guard guy who was operating the radio was like, "Oh my fucking God, she can't hear us." Like, he was like, "She's going to crash. She can't hear us. She has no idea where she's going."
How high is she?
Not
At that point
high.
Yeah, I was gonna say we weren't going
Something like maybe
40,000 feet up.
something like maybe 10,000.
Should be able to see stuff.
Yeah, one would think.
But again, clouds.
Yeah. She also, her and Noonan, her navigator, didn't know terribly well how to use the new plane's direction finding system. So they just got in this new plane and were like, it'll be fine.
It's like, all right, I've done this kind of before in some capacity. You give me a new camera, like, sure, maybe it's not a Sony, maybe it's not, exactly the model I have, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't figure it out.
To further make matters worse, it got to the point with me reading this where I truly wonder why Amelia Earhart is a hero.
She died.
I guess the Coast Guard ship that was trying to help them.
How far does she get, by the way?
I think she starts in LA and she crashes in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, but how far does she get?
Past Hawaii, for sure.
That's good.
Is it?
I don't know. It could be like she took off from Wichita and she got to Omaha and she's gone.
Yeah. She was on one of the first legs.
I know nothing about this, and I always, for some reason, just assumed it was the Bermuda Triangle.
No. She gets it in the Pacific. In the South Pacific, basically. Just where there's nothing. Just some tiny little islands. So I guess the Navy ship at one point was like, okay, let's try a very tried and true method of communicating with them that any idiot traveling will know. And so the Navy started hitting them with Morse code.
Check it out. She doesn't know Morse code.
She doesn't know Morse code. Her and Noonan don't know Morse code.
Who is this boob they gave her? This guy's useless.
It's to the point where it sounds like they just decided to get in a plane.
Had she flown a plane before?
The files might tell us no.
Listen, they were really trying to put a woman on a pedestal.
It's insane that this person is a hero. This is just self-own after self-own, horrible preparation. She had guts. I'll give her that.
I guess.
Like I said, there was reduced visibility that day, so they couldn't see a lot. The Electra's range, by the way, it was not a plane you would call ideal for doing this either.
They have to stop every 200 miles.
It's not a big range plane. So
there's stretches of the Pacific where you would need to stop, and there's no islands.
Right. And they were making stops. They were trying to, hop through the Pacific or whatever. But it had such bad range that they had to be exactly on course. Any deviation, and they're fucked.
And they don't know how to use anything on the plane.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, she was set up to fail, I think.
By herself?
I imagine somebody else organized the entire event. She wasn't the mastermind behind this.
She had funders for sure. I forget who, but yeah, she had sponsors.
And you would think she would fly a plane that she's already flown before.
One would imagine.
So I don't think this was her idea.
She could say no. She could say, I need a better plane.
Propaganda by the feminist movement at the time. And they kind of pushed her into it. She was not ready. And she suffered because other women wanted her to be great.
Yeah. I think feminism killed her.
I think so.
I think that's not the worst hypothesis. Now let's get into some hypotheses of what happened to her. So the most popular one is the Gardner Island hypothesis.
All those women back then, too. Got one right behind me, Helen Keller.
Frauds?
Kind of. She apparently plagiarized all her books.
How is that possible?
It's a good question, but she wrote 14 books. All 14 were plagiarized.
Yeah, but I mean, how is she physically capable of plagiarizing?
So a lot of her accomplishments are questionable.
Including how she, quote unquote, flew a plane.
Oh, yeah. She's also a pilot.
Yeah.
So was Amelia Earhart like Helen Keller when it comes to being a pilot? Was it this dude doing all the heavy lifting?
No, she was the pilot. He was like the navigator.
Are we sure?
I'm not. Because a lot of stuff's been blown up for me in the last day and a half.
Oh, so you haven't even digged into the files?
I don't think the files have been released yet.
Okay.
Maybe they will be by Monday when this comes out, but as far as I know, they haven't been released yet. Trump said they were going to.
Sweet.
So we can finally learn.
We're doing this episode much like she flew that plane.
Blind. Yeah.
And like Helen Keller.
Yeah, a lot of blind piloting here. So the Gardner Island hypothesis assumes that Earhart and Noonan, unable to find their destination to refuel Howland Island, when they realized they were super off course, they were like, fuck it, we're not going to try and fly around for Howland because our shitty plane doesn't have enough fuel. So we're just going to find the next island we can and try to set down. So they turned south to look for it. Radio transmissions suggest they flew a course that would take them past Baker Island. If they missed this, then sometime later, they would fly over the Phoenix Islands, which are now a part of Kiribati. And that's about 350 miles south-southeast of Howland Island.
Just not going to make it. It's like when you're low on gas and you miss the exit and you're in the middle of nowhere.
And if there's not even a gas station, it's just a fucking Taco Bell.
It's not that. It's just you can't even turn around.
Yeah.
Because there's literally no exits for 26 miles.
Right.
And then the light's on. You're still trying to gauge. It's an old school car. You don't have the exact mileage.
Yeah, the number, even though those numbers are bullshit, but they give you hope.
You're riding it out like Kramer.
Yeah, just like, come on, man, come on.
Just trying to feel something.
I cannot be on the side of this fucking road. So, one of the Phoenix Islands, known as Gardner Island, has been suggested as a possible crash landing site. The International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, they're the ones that presented this hypothesis that they hit Gardner Island, which was uninhabited at the time. They landed the Electra on a flat reef near a shipwreck that was on the same island, the 1929 shipwreck of a freighter called the Norwich City, and they sent sporadic radio messages from there. Now,
after they crashed.
Yeah, after they crashed from their plane's radio.
Okay, so we have confirmation. I just figured she just disappeared into the ether.
Into the ocean?
I don't know. She could have went into another dimension or something.
We don't fully know either, but we'll get to that.
But the fact that we have a radio signal after she crashes?
We for sure have a radio signal after she misses course. We for sure have that.
Okay.
The rest of it is up for debate. And hopefully this administration sheds some light.
Yeah, I think she just went into like a little ripple. And she came out into another
the land of the
time.
Lost. Just fucking T-Rexes and monkey people running around.
Oh, dude, if she time traveled, that'd be even more terrifying.
To the past?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck that. That'd be horrible. You just land on an island with dinosaurs. It'd actually be funny if she thought she time traveled when she crashed on the island.
And
but
she has no context at that time for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it was just Komodo dragons actually ripping her to pieces. She thought they were dinosaurs. Which at this point, we're only like 100 years old.
Yeah.
Barely knew what a dinosaur was.
Yeah.
So.
Also, could just be totally fake. Could be big bones in the 1800s.
Actually, you know what the dinosaur bones could be? People say that the government put them there or whatever. Like, that's the conspiracy theory.
No, it was the Bone Wars. It was just two guys going at it, trying to have a circus attraction.
Let me toss you another theory. Okay. How were the original dinosaur bones discovered? They were digging
the railroads.
The
Chinese.
No, it was big train, because people. It was exciting to hear about trains being dug because they might find dinosaur bones. It's just an extra piece of propaganda.
What if it was like the Chinese or the Irish just fucking with Americans?
That would also be funny. They just like took 80 of their dead friends and stitched their bones together.
Us Irish are great storytellers.
Yeah.
Mythical creatures, lizards, giant lizards, roamed the earth, and we found their bones as we were digging trenches for this railroad.
Feels more like a Chinese story. I think the Irish just added the part where they went extinct because we tell sad stories.
We tell very sad stories, but we're great storytellers.
Yeah. So the Chinese were like, grand, terrible beasts. And the Irish are like, that's great. Let's make them all die out.
The Chinese maybe had the literal bones of the story.
Yeah.
And then the Irish kind of weaved it together.
Gave it the flourish in the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Rick Gillespie, who is the author of Finding Amelia, wrote that while listening to alleged radio signals on their home radios at the time, a one Mabel Larimore heard a woman claiming to be Earhart say Noonan was, quote, seriously injured and that she had, quote, some injuries but not as serious as Mr. Noonan's.
She was fine.
Betty Clank, another woman at the time, heard
Clank gal,
an apparently injured man acting agitated with a distressed woman. So Noonan's like, you dumb bitch. I told you didn't know how to fly this plane. God fucking damn it.
Passing the buck.
Yeah.
He was the pilot all
But you didn't know how to use it, navigator. You said you knew how to use it. You'd never seen a map before in your life.
He was useless.
Yeah, no, he didn't know how to use anything.
Is he a gunner or something?
No, he's the navigator.
I get that. But
he also didn't know how to use. Yeah, it's insane. I think he was like a last-minute replacement.
Get a couple test flights in.
Apparently, Clank heard the man uttering what sounded like Marie. Noonan's wife's first name was Mary B.
Mm-hmm.
And the man was also saying, water's knee deep, let me out.
So they crashed in the water.
If they hit the island, yeah, they landed it on a reef. So like in the water, but like shallow water.
Okay, so they're fine.
Yeah. Clank also heard the woman say, George, get the suitcase in my closet. Then there's some breakup. California. 4 years earlier, in a letter to her mother, Earhart had asked, should anything ever happen to her, the suitcase of private papers stored in her closet in California be destroyed. Her husband, Earhart's husband's name, was George Putnam.
The Putman.
Yeah. What was in those private letters? The private papers.
More secrets about what we had planned for the Middle East.
After the British Empire falls, Dictator Roosevelt plans to take the whole of the Middle East.
He's going to redraw the lines.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a Nazi.
Earhart.
She could have been. Who knows? Seems like the time.
We'll get to that.
Lindbergh was.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just a...
Lindbergh was Nazi curious.
It could have just been like a pilot hobby at the time.
It was just like being pilot is Nazi coded in the 1930s.
You just gravitate towards the literature.
Well,
it gets passed around. I mean, how many pilots are there at that time? Not many.
I will say this. In their defense of thinking the Nazis were kind of cool. Gonna go out on a limb here. They had some pretty cool planes.
And also, we're dominating the skies in the 20s and 30s.
Pretty cool planes.
Also some Zeppelins.
They were testing out their Stukas and shit in the Spanish Civil War. They had a sweet Air Force. That's what I'm saying. They had a sweet Air Force. So it would make sense to me that a pilot would be so pilot-oriented that they might only think about the planes.
The French also were off-putting.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't really fuck with the Americans.
Just kind of jerks.
Yeah.
I get it.
Germans were a little friendlier.
I don't condone it. I understand it. I have empathy for being a Nazi-curious pilot in the 1930s.
I could see you being a Nazi-curious pilot.
in the 1930s? I'd never be a pilot. Just Nazi curious. More of a Joe Jr. Well, I'll tell you what. They should have got this country in order.
But then a Brazilian baddie will turn you.
Oh, in a heartbeat. I don't have principles like that.
No.
Are you kidding me? I'm for sale.
She didn't buy him off. She just threw that ass back.
She bought him off. He was physically for sale.
Okay.
He was mentally for sale. Yeah, she didn't pay him. He didn't need the money.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly don't have any principles.
What are those? Seems like they just get in the way of stuff.
Yeah, they just hamstring you, really.
Yeah. Oh,
you're gonna take a stand. You're gonna say something.
If I'm gonna go through life with both my hands tied behind my back, I'm real smart. Idiots!
Don't hold me to anything I say here. I mean none of it.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the show. We're not here to change lives.
We're here for you to get into a rage road accident.
Yeah, that's the only goal, to kill some of you.
One at a time.
One. That'd be a great way to be a serial killer.
We're the podcast serial killer.
You just write like the funniest podcast shit you can, hoping people crash and die.
Getting bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, our goal is not to grow the podcast, it's to shrink it.
So, Clenk also heard the woman say repeatedly something that sounded like New York City. It's been speculated she was actually saying Norwich City, since that was the freighter that was wrecked on the island. A week after Earhart and Noonan disappeared, Navy planes from the USS Colorado, which had left from Pearl Harbor, by the way, searched Gardner Island. They saw signs of recent habitation and the wreck of the Norwich City, but no aircraft. Repeated circling failed to bring out any survivors, and the historical group thinks that the Electra had by then washed over the reef edge into the ocean, broke up and sank. They also think that Earhart and possibly Noonan may have tried to survive on the island, but died pretty quick. The island was actually habitated by...
I think he probably just took her out.
Her and then him. He was the super injured one.
What if just not dealing with her?
But he was more injured. What if she ate him?
She's a cannibal.
Yeah.
What if she get down with that?
Killed and ate?
It's you're not going to survive this anyway.
Yeah. Fred. Poor Fred. I got to tell you, you're not going to make it, Fred. I'm going to shoot you in the face with this flare gun.
Or what if she was incredibly aggro? So he was kind of complaining about his injuries. And she's like, you got to stop being a little bitch or I'm going to kill you.
She was kind of a unit for her time.
Was she?
She was 5'8".
Okay.
But all women back then, impossibly gloriously skinny. She was 5'8", 110.
She's a model.
Yeah.
Was she a babe?
No.
Nah.
She wasn't bad.
Tough face.
It's just normal. Kind of normal looking, I feel like.
She's got to be a babe, though. She's about to be the face of women's flight.
No, I think that was the best they could do.
At the time, I suppose.
Yeah.
You're talking me more and more into her not being able to fly planes before this.
Or
they really rushed her training.
Really, really rushed it.
5'8's too tall for a male pilot. He'd be tiny.
If you're in a fighter jet?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys aren't big.
Planes and rockets. I think all astronauts are really tiny too.
That would make sense. You can't have a 6'4" guy on a fucking rocket ship.
Taco Fall, 7'6".
Yeah.
Played basketball at UCF. I think had a cup of coffee with the Celtics, but his life goal was to be an astronaut.
It's just never.
It just couldn't happen.
Never gonna happen.
Cruelest thing that could have happened to him.
Do you think
to be 7'6"?
Would Bezos send him up?
Bezos should send him up.
Yeah.
I think we should get a movement to send Taco Fall to the
Bezos
moon.
needs to send Taco up. Absolutely.
Not in those 30-second rockets either. I want my man to go to Mars. I need Taco Fall to be a Martian. He needs to be Matt Damon, just planting potatoes.
He does look like an alien a little bit.
He's just freakishly tall.
But he's also got the long limbs of an alien. You know what I mean? The long, slinky limbs of an alien.
So does Wemby.
Yeah, I know he does.
I think Wemby's taller, isn't he? I don't know.
I think he's about the same.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're the same. They're both aliens. They both look like fucking aliens. So in 1937, the British set up shop on Gardner Island, or some British settlers or whatever, I guess. I don't know if they're part of the... Anyway, around 1940, a skull is discovered and buried, but British colonial officer Jared Gallagher learned about it later, and he wanted to see the remains. They found some artifacts, including rings. They found more bones, a bottle, a shoe, and a sextant box under the island's southeast corner. Like a navigation thing, I think. Anyway, in 1940, Gallagher radioed his superiors that he found a skeleton, possibly that of a woman. In 1988, the Historical Aircraft Recovery Group began an investigation into these bones.
I just feel like they could determine that with DNA now.
Well, here's the thing. The British guy in 1940 saw the bones and was like, all right, found some bones. Might be a woman. Think it's a man. We're going to take some pictures. And then they just threw the bones away. The Aircraft Recovery Historical Group found some more stuff, including improvised tools, an aluminum panel, an oddly cut piece of clear plexiglass, and a size 9 woman's cat paw shoe heel.
She was a size 9. Well, she's 5'8".
Yeah.
She got some big old stompers.
Big broad.
Dude, yeah, that caused the plane to crash. Certainly. She was too big for the fucking cockpit.
Yeah. So now that's theory number 1. Theory number 2 is the Japanese got her.
They shot her down?
Yeah. Earhart and Noonan were shot down and or captured by Japanese forces.
Imperial Japan got her.
Yeah. In 1966.
She was a spy for the Chinese.
Well, we're going to get to that. In 1966, CBS did an investigation, or CBS journalist wrote a book about it, I should say. Earhart and Noonan were captured and executed when their aircraft crashed on the island of Saipan. If you remember, it's 1937, so World War II has already started for the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
They've been going for a few years.
They take a saber to her?
Dude, maybe.
Just cut her head clean off?
Yeah. Maybe.
Or her boobs like they used to?
They did that. They did do that too.
They did some really messed up stuff, guys.
So Saipan is probably too far away from Howland Island, her target, to have been it. However, there's another hypothesis that suggests that it was the Marshall Islands, which Japan was at as well. That's slightly more possible. In 1990, the show Unsolved Mysteries did a show with an interview with a woman who claimed to have witnessed Earhart and Noonan's execution by Japanese soldiers.
That's sweet. I thought it was going to be a woman that claimed to be Amelia Earhart.
No. Just someone who saw her get her head chopped off or something, I guess.
Jesus. You survive a plane crash. You know, that's like a 1 in a million chance. And then you get captured by the Japanese and they just behead you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Like, I should have taken the plane crash.
I think I'd go out with the plane crash.
Go plane crash.
Instead of execution.
Yeah.
Because who knows what the Japanese did to her before they executed her.
It probably wasn't great.
No. Not then. But also, we're going into war airspace.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best idea.
So the other theory is that she wasn't captured. She was just shot down. Like,
yeah, but there's the signal after the fact.
Yeah, this theory's less accepted. Since the end of World War II, though, there is a location on Tinian, which is about 5 miles southwest of Saipan, that is rumored to have the grave of 2 aviators. However, archaeological dig failed to find anything. A recent proponent of this theory, Mike Campbell, he published a book in 2012 called Amelia Earhart, The Truth at Last. Seems like a dubious title. He claimed that Marshall Islanders saw a crash, and a U.S. Army sergeant found a suspicious gravesite near a former Japanese prison on Saipan. And there is another theory. It's the theory I hope is true.
And that is?
She was shot down and or captured by the Japanese alive.
Oh, she became a Ronin?
No. taken back to Japan and forced to become Tokyo Rose.
Is it the woman that would just make fun of Americans on the radio?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, you are going to die.
Oh, GIs, you're all going to die tomorrow. 4-H men at home are sleeping with your girls. Why are you fighting? Silly idiots. Your chicks are getting plowed, and we're going to murder you.
But in a Japanese English accent.
No, it was a good accent.
Oh, it was?
Like a good American accent, yeah. So maybe it was a Japanese chick who just, lived in America for a while. Who knows? Or maybe it was Amelia Earhart with a gun to her head telling our boys in blue that their girls were at home getting drilled.
It was Amelia all along.
Look, that's the theory I root for.
I hope for, yeah.
Yeah. Who's to say?
You got to do what you got to do to survive.
I agree.
I don't really blame her for threatening GIs. She's saving her own life.
They listened to it for fun. It didn't work.
No, they were laughing at it.
There's literally a scene in the Pacific where they're like listening to it for shits and gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Like where they're like, this is the funniest
Germany
shit.
did something similar, right?
They did the exact same thing.
That's sweet. If we go to war now, we should do the same to locals.
Oh, yeah.
We should just terrorize them.
Oh, my God. Pay me to write for that. Americans, probably Brits too, but Americans and Brits in particular, it's just like the worst possible set of people to use that tactic on. It will only amuse them. It won't make them angry even.
No, it's not going to scare us. It's not going to make us angry. We're just going to be pretty apathetic to it.
It's just funny. Like, it's just like, dude, turn on Tokyo Rose. This shit cracks me up.
Some guys are probably stroking off to it.
Because, I think to get them to listen to Tokyo Rose, the Japanese would play like popular songs.
Yeah.
In between it. And then she would come in and DJ.
She's a DJ.
It's 5 past the hour, and your wife is getting railroaded.
By some Chinese man over in your country who was building a railroad.
Why are you dying for him? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, the Japanese would always just make it racist against other Asians.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to check a card, that's a good one for 1940s America.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Another theory. She was a spy for Franklin Roosevelt. It was an information finding mission. Now, how do we get to this theory? Well, it turns out there was a movie in 1943 called Flight for Freedom in which a fictional female aviator who was completely inspired by Earhart.
Classic intelligence operation here. They do the act and then they put it out in media and they flaunt it in our faces.
Yeah. Everyone saw that movie and was like, oh, maybe that's what she did. And that's it. That's the whole
theory.
That's the whole reason people think she was a spy for Roosevelt. They saw a movie in 1943.
Well, dude, in a Nick Cage movie, this guy named Charlie Kirkman got shot in the neck.
Is that real?
Yeah, I think it was Kirkland or Kirkman, I forget.
But
there was a Nick Cage movie in the 90s where that character gets shot right through the neck.
Is it sure it's not Charlie Kaufman?
Nope.
It's not that one movie?
It's a character name.
Okay. It's not adaptation?
No.
Wait, what was his name in adaptation? Was it Charlie Kaufman?
I don't know. Adaptation.
Well, damn it. You brought it up.
I didn't bring that up at all.
You brought up the theory.
It's a wildly different movie.
Yeah. So, yeah, he plays Charlie Kaufman. They didn't change the name to Charlie Kirkland. I've never seen the movie. I don't know if he gets shot in the neck or not.
It's called Snake Eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Not even remotely close to adaptation.
Nope. His name was Charlie in adaptation, though. Clearly plays a lot of Charlie K's.
Charles Kirkland, assassinated in Snake Eyes in 98 movie. He gets shot through the neck.
Called it, dude. Fucking called it. Isn't Snake Eyes about like a snuff film ring or something?
Who
fucking... It's certainly not about anything Charlie Kirk talked about.
Face Off.
Yeah. There has been recent breaking news, aside from the file release on this. We got her.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
We got her. A new forensic analysis of the bones found on Gardner Island strongly suggests they belong to Amelia Earhart. Now, we don't have those bones anymore, but we have photographs.
They get tossed in the trash.
Yeah, they're just in the garbage. But we have photographs of all
Not even like a grave. Just, nope.
Yeah, a bin. Yeah, like as the British would say, a bin. They threw it in a bin. But they did take good photographs of the bones. They were originally ruled out as belonging to Earhart because they were thought to be male, but a scientist ran the bones measurements through modern forensic software.
Through a photo?
Yeah. Compared them to estimations
I'm already out.
of Earhart's height and bone length and stuff like that based on her other photographs and what we knew about her. The analysis found that not only are the bones female, they match Earhart with a better than 99% chance compared to other individuals. The Gardner Island bones were Earhart's. They crashed on Gardner Island, crash landed on Gardner Island on the reef, got out of there, were both injured. Plane washes away. They get to shore. Since they don't even know how to fly the thing that they are supposed to know how to do, I assume they weren't very good at surviving either. Died within a week.
They died in a week?
Well, either that or they were
so fast.
They were too beat. Well, dude, Fred was badly hurt. So that makes sense.
Whatever. She couldn't survive a week?
She couldn't use the shit in her plane.
People go on like Naked and Afraid and survive 20 days and they don't know how to survive.
You know what? She was 5'8", weighed 110 pounds. Not a lot to eat on that body.
Tall glass water.
Yeah. But nothing for the body to feed on.
Yeah.
Got to think of flat ass.
Your type.
Oh, yeah. No. 5'8", 110.
Flat ass.
I'm all over it. But yeah, so that is almost certainly they were able to hit Gardner Island, get on the reef, get off. Maybe she wasn't dead yet, but she was just too weak to get out and wave to the planes that flew over like a week later.
I like to think she could have gotten out of it and she died in just buffoonish fashion.
Running to the beach to wave them down, trips over a rock.
And just smashes her head,
Yeah. There's a high probability.
Or like she's running out in the water and like just steps on a giant piece of coral that just cuts a artery or something.
Yeah. Honestly, it might have just been a coconut fell on her head.
Yep. That's great.
And it's fitting because she
survives the plane crash. She's, doing pretty well on the island. Maybe she evades some Japanese soldiers and then a coconut gets her.
Yeah. Considering everything else that was going on with this mission, not knowing how to use anything in her plane, not knowing Morse code, despite knowing that she was going to be communicating with the U.S. Navy to navigate. I mean, I don't understand how this person is a fucking hero. I don't understand how we don't shit on Fred Noonan enough for being the navigator who didn't know how to use it. It almost makes sense for Amelia Earhart, right? Like, she's the talent, right? She's just there to hold the sticks.
He's got to help out in some capacity.
This is one of the most dog shit missions.
It was doomed from the start.
From the very beginning. And we're like, oh, what a brave lady who died like early on in the attempt to circumnavigate the world.
Maybe Kamala Harris, when she talked about you think you just fell out of a coconut tree, this is what she was talking about.
Her coconut, killing Amelia Earhart.
That or this guy just literally fell out of nowhere. Like, just totally unqualified for his position.
Noonan? Oh, yeah. He might have just been a hobo. I'll do it.
Yeah, send up the hobo with the broad.
Yeah. I'll fly a plane.
It's the dad from Independence Day.
Literally, except he's never been a pilot before.
He only does crop dusting.
It's actual Randy Quaid. It's not Randy Quaid playing the character. It's literal Randy Quaid. Just being like, I'll fucking do it.
Why not?
But that is the story of Amelia Earhart, the theories on how she died, and what we think we know about it. I don't know what the files could possibly reveal.
Tokyo Rose.
I hope it's that.
That's my favorite.
I hope.
That's what I'm pulling for. She lived a long life to 103 as Tokyo Rose.
Yeah.
For Imperial Japan.
Oh, God, please. Please, please, please.
Let that be the one. She got nuked.
They were broadcasting out of Nagasaki.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there on the mic You American boys should go home.
I would like to see if Tokyo Rose had any broadcast after we dropped the 2.
You don't think they took a day to think about it? Like, I don't know if I'm in the mood to do the show today, guys.
I just want to know, if we dropped a bomb, did Tokyo Rose do another broadcast?
I'll look into it.
Okay.
We should do an episode on Tokyo Rose, to be honest. I bet there's some quality one-liners.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what the Japanese thought was shit talking.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
They're not good shit talkers.
No.
Imagine Otani just trying to...
That's not their game. The Russians are the best. The Russian trolls do a good job, I think. Chinese trolls, from what I've read, do like a really bad... They don't understand the... They're not Western, so they don't quite know how to get at you the way like a Russian or Eastern European does.
They don't know like idioms.
Yeah, and just like what would truly trigger like an American brain to get mad.
Yeah. No, the Japanese, I feel like, would just be like super respectful with how they shit talk you.
Your home is being dishonored. Like, what?
I don't care.
What are you talking about? No one respects you. I know. What?
Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah. Like, these guys are horrible at this. Just telling me stuff I know or don't care about. Yeah, that's not who you want.
No.
What'd you learn today?
I learned that Amelia Earhart crashed in the Pacific. Again, I thought this was like a Bermuda Triangle thing. I've never looked into it, really. I've never had any interest in it.
Right. You knew the bullet points. That's all you need.
I knew some broad crashed her plane.
Right. The 2 bullet
Lost
points.
the time.
Yeah.
I think that was enough information.
I think so, too.
I don't need to know anything more than that.
No.
But now I know more. And I can tell people that she became a Japanese broadcaster.
After being a horrible pilot.
I don't even blame her either. I think she was pushed by the American feminist movement when she wasn't ready and she wasn't necessarily qualified for the mission to kind of just get a point on the board.
I don't hate that theory, to be honest. Like, I really think that that's potentially valid. Like, she was pushed out.
I'm going to have to see her interviews and see her kind of just
demeanor
and body language. If she's like freaking out the entire time.
Or
she's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go up.
Yeah, should be good. Got this
everything should be good. It's top of the line.
Got this new plane. What's better than a new plane? Nothing.
Or she could have been like super cocky.
Yeah.
That honestly is better if she thought her shit didn't stink.
Just real I am woman, hear me roar.
Immediately takes off and
yeah. Just had like the flight length of Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Who's today's Hitler?
I'm going to say maybe the American Nazi Party that she got involved with.
Well,
with Charles Lindbergh.
I think.
Or the, Axis, she could have been Japanese.
Lindbergh went German. She went Japanese, right?
All pilots go Axis.
Look, the Zero was a great plane, too, early in the war. We eventually built shit that just clowned it, but...
Who did the Italians take?
Fucking nobody. I can't even... I couldn't even think of, like, who a washed-up celebrity would... Like, the current example would be, like, the Italians got...
DiMaggio wasn't, like, a huge Mussolini fan?
I don't know. I'll have to look into that, to be honest.
Weren't they, like, questioning Joey when he was playing? His loyalty to America?
Italians were getting smoke.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's weird to think about.
Because they're like, you guys are kind of bucking. You sure you're
you loyal to this country?
On our team?
Like, I don't know anything about the old country.
Yeah, I barely speak it. I like spaghetti, I guess. Does that count?
Pizza's from New York.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, what's funny is the Italians, this is like, I don't know how true, like I'd have to look more into it, but from what I've like read recently, the Italians that are American, like the Italian Americans, they're mostly Southern Italian, right?
Okay.
Sicily, Southern Italy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the Italy Italians, most of them are like, those are garbage. Like Northern and Central Italy is not what's here. And Northern and Central Italy think the South and Sicily
Sicilians are
trash.
Worse than that, I think.
Yeah.
To them, not me.
Yeah.
No, I'm down with the Sicilians.
I love a Sicilian pizza.
But also the Sicilians were like the mobsters.
Right.
Yeah, so
I think it might be like their Appalachia.
There you go.
Is Sicily, essentially.
Yeah.
So
or their Baltimore.
Or their Baltimore, yeah. Either way. Well, that's all I got for today on what you will probably learn from the Amelia Earhart files is that she collaborated with the Japanese.
That's what I hope.
Yeah, that's what we're all rooting for.
We're all cheering for it.
And that she had a truly horrible mission that we celebrate for some reason. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. Like when I started reading it, like my jaw was on the floor. I was like, this cannot all be fucking true.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest part to me by far. But yeah, that's all I got. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/softcorehistory. $5 a month. 4-year back catalog of evergreen content. Shows like this.
Ad-free.
Game shows, sketches, twice a week. I mean, it's just a million things. It's the most bang for your buck you will ever get out of a Patreon.
We just did an episode on Grover Cleveland's lady.
Girl.
His sweetie.
His girl.
Yeah, his sweet pet. 27 years younger.
Yeah. His girl.
That he raised and groomed. I'm going to do a short on that too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's coming soon.
Groomer Cleveland.
Groomer Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need like a quick 3 seconds that gets people hooked, so Groomer Cleveland's good.
We're talking about our president that was a groomer.
Not the one in office now.
Yeah, you won't find Grover Cleveland in the Epstein files, but if he was alive, he would have been.
No, he would have raised those girls as his own and then married them.
Just call it that. Just call it the president who would have been in the Epstein files. That'll probably get some views.
No.
People are stupid.
People are dumb.
Yeah. But that's all I got for today. So for Dan Regester, I'm Rob Fox.
You just got sauce there.